Coming up on KCCI 8 News Close-Up, experts in sexual assault victim care are coming together to provide a new solution for survivors.
You don't go to school and learn what to do after a sexual assault, and we make it that much more complicated for them right now.
The free services offered to Iowans with critical needs and how treatment goes beyond the initial visit with legal support and education. Plus, we hear from Republican candidate for governor Randy Feenstra on the message he's taking to voters across the state on his 36-county tour.
You're watching KCCI 8 News Close Up.
Good morning and thank you so much for joining us for KCCI 8 News Close Up. I'm Eric Hansen in this week for Amanda Rooker. Leaders in Polk County are working to bring services and support for survivors of sexual assault and intimate partner violence. The Mid-Iowa Sexual Assault Response Team says it responds to 4 assaults every week just in Polk County. Organizers are planning to open the first Safe Center site in the state in Des Moines this spring. It's going to be located at DMU 32 Health and Business Complex that's on Grand Avenue. The goal for that Safe Center of Iowa is to have one location for victims to go for full range of support. Now, the center is going to house medical care, forensic exams, legal support, and counseling after abuse or violence with an intimate partner. Organizers say it's a neutral location where everything will stay confidential. And right now, survivors often have to wait hours to see a trained sexual assault nurse examiner. The Safe Center of Iowa aims to change that by offering immediate care to victims. Organizers hope the way it operates will encourage more survivors to be comfortable reporting their assaults. Now, Shannon Knudsen is the center's founder and executive director. She's a nurse and a sexual assault nurse examiner coordinator. Megan Guns is a board member. She's also the prosecuting attorney of major violent crimes and sex crimes at the Polk County Attorney's Office. Polk County Attorney Kimberly Graham is also involved. KCCI Chief Political Reporter Amanda Rooker sat down with all three to talk about the vision behind starting this center and the unique approach to helping survivors of sexual assault in Polk County.
When you think about this center, first walk us through what the need looks like for this right now, why this is so urgent, and then what gaps you're seeing across our state that this will fill in Iowa.
I've been a sexual assault nurse examiner for almost 16 years, and throughout that time, we currently don't have a way to offer any follow-up care for our victims as we see them. Patients don't know where to go. They don't know where to even begin. And if you were to Google right now today, I was sexually assaulted, I'm in Des Moines, what do I do? Where do I go? You're gonna be disgusted with your answers. There's just really no other way to put it. You will be lucky if you get an emergency room that shows up in your Google search, but there's not going to be anything that tells you like where to go or what you should do or the fact that there is specialized nurses to know how to take care of them. And throughout the state, there are patients who show up and are told, sorry, we don't have anybody here that knows how to take care of you. They end up waiting hours in the waiting room, and sometimes those hours turn into 8 hours. They're sitting there thinking, what am I doing? And oftentimes they feel defeated from that moment, and then we don't even get to provide them that service. So that's really where the needs came in, that we recognize that we can do better.
Back in 2020, it was about 1 in 12 Iowans reported they've been sexually assaulted. And this is, by the way, this is 18 years of age and older, so not including any juveniles. And then the most recent numbers for 2023 that I could find were 1 in 9. So just in a few years post-pandemic, there seems to have been a pretty rapid increase.
What does a specialized center like this, what could it provide for getting justice for people who've gone through these horrible incidents?
The evidence that we can get from a Safe Center potential sexual assault kit, the testimony of a sexual assault nurse examiner, if there is a sexual assault examination that was performed, are going to help the strength of the case. I have had cases where they went to the emergency department and out of frustration, they left. They sat there for hours upon hours and they left. But that evidence walks out the door with them. A sexual assault is one of the few cases where the evidence is on the body. It can't be collected in any other way. And so when that person walks out the door, the evidence walks out the door with them. When they take a shower, when they drink water, when they go to the bathroom, the evidence disappears with them. So having a place where they feel safe, where they feel comfortable going and being attended to quickly and comfortably is of the utmost importance for that prosecution to go forward.
There's no other crime that we let the crime scene wait for 8 hours or longer. So when Megan talked about that, patients wait and then they might leave and that evidence leaves with them. But what other crime occurs that we say, oh, it's okay, we'll get to it? It doesn't happen. And so the fact that our victims are the scene, that puts them in a different category from the beginning.
A lot of times our cases rely on the word of one person against the word of another person. Having something more can tip the scales greatly in favor of being able to potentially push that case towards an outcome that is in favor of that victim. And so being able to take some of the weight off of that victim feeling like so much rides on their word is just of the utmost importance.
And when Close-Up returns, how the Safe Center of Iowa is being designed in a thoughtful and careful way, and the specialized services to help survivors feel more at ease. Plus, Randy Feenstra is hitting the road for his statewide tour. What he's telling voters about the priorities he would focus on as Iowa's next governor. Welcome back to Close Up. Today we're talking about a new crisis facility set to open in Des Moines this spring. And while the main focus will be helping victims of sexual assault, another top priority of the Safe Center is training the next generation of nurses, medical staff, and law enforcement professionals to properly handle survivors. Amanda Rooker's conversation with some of the center's top organizers continues.
Once this Safe Center building is open, this spring, if someone survives abuse and walks in the door, what will that process look like for them?
When they come to the Safe Center, from the moment they walk in the doors and come to our facility, they will be, that person who first answers the door will have that specialized training to know how to provide that trauma-informed care. All the services will be free, confidential as well. They'll never be judged in that way. When we think of sitting in a waiting room, and when we talk about, oftentimes there are other medical needs that come first. And yes, absolutely, if there's a heart attack and we need to do chest compressions or an atrial bleed and all hands on deck, 100%. My patients look very different. Their wounds are deep inside. And those wounds are very, very critical and very intense. And they require that specialized care, and they require it quickly. I feel like we have about a 10-second window to get it right from that initial interaction. And if we don't, that determines their whole path. Our facility will allow us to see patients acutely, and those services will be on a different hallway, I guess you could say, of the center, and then our follow-up exams. And that's intentional because we don't want to have to re-traumatize somebody by perhaps this happened to be the exam room that was open and this was the exam room that you were put in right after you came in for that acute assault. So it was very intentional as far as designing that to be on two different ends of the facility. After we do the exam, they'll have an opportunity to shower. If they need a shower right then, a lot of times people don't want to go home. It feels gross, and maybe they need a fresh set of clothes or something. So we'll be able to offer them that there.
One of the other more holistic approaches at SAFE will be having therapy services on site. They will not have to seek out and have so many things that they are responsible for to have to follow up on their own. It will all be there for them at that one place. All of the SAFE Center will still be dependent on the idea that this is up to the victim's consent and whether they are still wanting for that evidence to be collected, for that to be reported to law enforcement. The idea of that victim having autonomy over their body is of the utmost importance. That autonomy was taken away from them in a sexual assault. We want that autonomy to be given back to them.
They will have that choice every step of the way. Medication, same thing. Sometimes people say, I don't want medications. For whatever the reason, I'm not concerned about that, or maybe I don't want to feel sick afterwards. That's okay. They're not going to be forced to do anything that they don't want. And maybe that's how they feel today. Maybe they say, I don't really know what I want, but I know I might change my mind in a couple years. Again, that evidence, we only have a short window to collect that. If they want, they can meet with their local law enforcement officer there as well. They didn't ask for this to happen. You don't go to school and learn what to do after a sexual assault, and we make it that much more complicated for them right now. So it's truly to just be that smooth process from beginning to end.
Coming up next, how the SAFE Center's organizers are focusing on establishing trust with victims of sexual assault.
Folks that experience that kind of trauma, it doesn't go away the next day, it doesn't go away the next month or the next year.
Welcome back. One of the difficulties with holding people accountable for sexual assault is the hesitation of reporting the crime. Amanda Rooker found out how a new Safe Center in Iowa will work on bringing justice to survivors.
How do you hope that this could potentially change people's trust in the overall justice system? I know there's a lot of physical barriers when it comes to what to do next, but also just the emotional, will people believe me? You know, will the justice system even work for me? What's your hope that this center, provides when it comes to that?
The fact that we don't have this has such a negative impact on our ability to prosecute and hold people accountable. And so this is the first step. You know, sometimes we think about this in terms of if somebody's arrested, right, and then how we move to prosecution, but you have to back that up because we're losing so many people out the door before they even make it to this door. And again, it's ultimately always going to be the victim's choice whether or not they want to move forward at any step, but the Safe Center is going to give us the best opportunity to hold people accountable and to give victims the service from the very beginning moments that we can. And you know, folks that experience that kind of trauma, it doesn't go away the next day, it doesn't go away the next month or the next year, and so the sooner that we can get services in place for victims, the healthier both they will be down the road and the better they will be able to heal, and the better that is for our whole community, for those people's families, etc. It really ripples out into the entire community. We're going to be able to start establishing that trust with victims from the very beginning of their experience post-assault, and that's just going to be critical. That's going to steer everything in the direction that it needs to go, both for the choices that the victim now has, and then choosing whether or not they want to go through with prosecution. And also it's going to impact our office's ability, hopefully, to keep more people safe in Polk County going forward when we have better ability to prosecute more of these crimes.
I think we will just see that increase by default because they'll have that trust and overall confidence that if they reach out to Megan's office, Kimberly's office, you know, that they will be believed from that moment of, okay, let's figure out what happened. And their office will know that they're going to get a kit and the medical care that was done in the correct way.
This is hopefully our first center that we're going to open in the state of Iowa. But our goal is to open multiple centers across the state. One of the things that we realized as we were doing research in opening this center, Des Moines being the first location, is that there are deserts across the state of Iowa in which women are traveling up to 3 hours in order to get a sex assault nurse examination done after an assault. So we talk about that time triaging in an emergency department. Imagine having to travel up to 3 hours to get to an emergency department, to then triage, to then have to sit. So our goal in the next coming years is to open additional centers across the state of Iowa to serve the rest of the state, so that the rest of the state can also get the benefit of having amazing services under the same protocols, under the same qualified nurses. No victim should have to have any elongated wait time, would have any of the mishaps that Shannon mentioned with incorrect procedures done, with collection of kits being done incorrectly, that every single victim and survivor gets the benefit of proper procedures and the services that Safe Center can offer.
It's not uncommon that someone who commits this type of crime once has either committed it before or is going to commit it again. And so every time that we are able, even though of course it's, as we've said and want to emphasize, it remains the victim's choice whether or not to move forward with that prosecution, every time we are able to hold someone accountable, whether that results in prison term, incarceration of some, whatever the result of that prosecution is, we are also quite possibly and probably sparing other victims from being victimized in the future. So it's important from that angle as well.
So again, the Safe Center of Iowa is expected to open this spring in Des Moines. There are plans to build other centers in all four corners of the state, as you just heard there, to eliminate healthcare deserts and long commutes. Those are highlighted in green in Cherokee, Cerro Gordo, Potawatomi, and Johnson counties. Fundraising efforts to make those centers a reality are still underway, and you can make a donation online at safecenteriowa.com. Right after the break, he's crisscrossing Iowa on a 36-county tour. Randy Feenstra's message now that he is running for governor. Welcome back to Close Up. 4th District Congressman Randy Feenstra officially launched his campaign for governor a little over a month ago. 4 other Republicans will run against him in a primary. They include Eddie Andrews, Zach Lawn, Brad Sherman, and Adam Steen. Amanda Rooker asked Feenstra about his message that he's taking to the voters on his 36-county tour.
Well, Congressman, thanks for making time to chat today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on.
Well, we want to talk to you a little bit about your campaign now that it's fully underway. You know, you're laying out your 4-point vision for Iowa. You're launching a statewide tour. Tell me a little bit about the logistics of that tour. You know, where are you going? How many places do you plan to visit? And what are you hoping to get out of that?
Well, it's just been so exciting. I want to take Iowa to new heights, and I have a great vision for that. But to go around the state, and our state is so different. I mean, from the Missouri River to the Mississippi River, from all points in between, it's just been so good to listen and hear from small businesses to manufacturers to families to farmers. And there's all different issues from around the state. So it's so important for me to understand we are all taxpayers. We're all in this together. And to take Iowa to new heights, we all collectively have to say, hey, this is what we want to do. And so for my vision, a 4-point vision is, number one, we have to be the most business and ag-friendly state in the country. Number 2, we have to be the best state for education, world-class education. And number 3, we got to keep our kids right here. We have to make sure when they graduate from high school that there's a job waiting for them. And then finally, we have to have quality, affordable, accessible health care. These are the things that we're hearing on the campaign trail, and these are the visionary points that I want to make sure that we take Iowa to new heights.
Talking about that healthcare point, if you were governor, what's the first thing you would do to improve healthcare policy?
We have to lower premiums, and that's what we're doing at the federal level too. I mean, you think about the Affordable Care Act. The affordable part it never happened, literally never happened. We saw our premiums double and triple over the last decade. We cannot have that. We have to lower premiums. We have to make sure that the money is going to the families, to the individuals, and to the small businesses, and not to our health insurance companies that are just pocketing it and making dramatic profits. We have to make sure that we have quality health care, meaning that when you call for an EMT, that ambulance arrives in minutes and not hours. We have to make sure that when a lady has maternity care that needs maternity care, that they don't have to travel 50 to 75 miles for that. We have to make sure that we have maternal outlets in our state, very close to people. And that's what my passion is. That's where I want to grow. I've been an EMT for 15 years, and I know how important it is to have more doctors and nurses in rural Iowa.
I also want to ask you about your plan on education. I know it's part of your 4-point vision. You talk about making education world-class and improving it in the state. Mm-hmm. Tangibly, how do you do that?
Yeah, so my parents were both teachers. My mom taught in the public school. My dad taught in the private school, each over 30-some years. My wife taught 24 years in kindergarten, so it's very personal to me. It's personal in the fact that when I went to school, we were number 1 in education. And now we got to take it to new heights. We have to make sure we become number 1 again. That means that we teach the basics of math, science, and history, and get out of the political agendas, get out of DEI. We have to make sure parents and students are involved in their education. We also have to make sure that we're teaching skills in high school, so when they're ready to graduate, they have a skill and a job waiting for them. That's how we keep our kids here, and that's how we also grow our education system and make it world class.
And then on making Iowa the best spot for business and agriculture, concrete kind of steps on what you would do in your first year if you were elected governor?
Yeah, the number one thing that I'm hearing, and the number one thing that has to get done, is we have to lower and freeze property taxes. Right now, I'm hearing from so many seniors that cannot stay in their home because they can't afford property taxes. I'm hearing from small businesses that says, this is my number 1 input cost. I can't keep my doors open, right? That affects our economy. So if we can lower property taxes and freeze them, we can start growing our economy. It also means that we have to think outside the box of bringing in more manufacturing, bringing in more business. I wrote and helped write with President Trump the largest tax reduction in U.S. history. I also wrote the largest tax cut in Iowa history. To grow our economy, it's putting more dollars in people's pockets, but also it's also being aggressive and working with companies to expand, and then also bringing companies into this great state. I was a city administrator for 8 years in our community. I understand property taxes. I was county treasurer where we collected property taxes. I was in the state senate, chair of Ways and Means, where we addressed property taxes a decade ago. I get it. I understand exactly what needs to be done, and I look to further my plan and roll out my plan as time goes on. But we will get it
And I
done.
did also just want to give you a chance to respond to some of your GOP primary opponents. Adam Steen had criticized you during the shutdown. He said that you had treated it like a paid vacation and didn't show up across the state. And then also last week at an event in Holstein, some of the other Republican candidates were telling the crowds that you don't, show up to events or have firm stances. I know you weren't able to respond to some of those. And so for the voters who may have been listening to that, what would you like them to hear from you?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been all over the state. Just in the last week and a half, I've been at 16 different stops. We travel state, but what I do is I want to talk to the small businesses. I want to walk up and down Main Street. I want to talk to the chambers. I want to talk to the agricultural businesses and organizations. I want to talk to the school districts. I want to hear from the people.
Would you be open to attending events that have some of your primary opponents at them as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't have any problem with that.
Congressman, thank you so much for making time to chat. We really appreciate it.
Always great to be on. Thank you so much.
This morning, we'll see you back here next Sunday. Have a great day.